Alright. Hello, everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald with our Gen 3 type challenge, Bug type. We're going to have a bad time today, because the very first thing we're going to do is going to take on Flannery. Yeah. Not going to be a good time. Let's start with Ninjask up front, methinks. I don't have any more orange berries, do I? Yeah, is what it is. Let's see. I got 9 super potions and 1 revive. Seems good. Can I buy any more revives here? No. Oh, I can. Alright, here we go. I didn't need to go this. So the goal is to not lose. We're going to try to set up on Slugma. The biggest danger is the Camelrupt and the Torkoal. And it's going to be a real pain. And Slugma is her weakest Pokemon, and so if we can set up there, I think we can have a good chance of winning. So first things first, let's see if we can just drop this Numel. Excellent. That was a good critical hit. Here comes the Slugma. So we're going to try to set up with Heracross. The question is can we tank an overheat? The sunny day may make it too powerful. Can I just swap? Can I take another one, maybe? Okay. It's getting pretty low now. Alright, now we're going to start to bulk up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Heal. And let's get Beedrill back up just in case. That's fine. Stop that. Smog has such a high poison chance. It's a real pain. Alright, we are maxed out on bulk ups. What's going to deal us more damage? I think Brick Break is. Maybe not. I think they're going to be pretty close to the same. Good deal. Should definitely be able to outspeed the Torkoal. Question is can we drop it in a single hit? It's pretty defensive. And we do! Setting up on the Slugma was the correct thing to do. And we get past that fight. Whew! Good deal. Alright, are we still EV training some of these pokes? I think, Parasect is done, isn't it? Heracross, and is Beedrill done as well? It is. Everybody's EV trained. Alright, I don't need Toxic for anybody on this team. At this point, we're now just pushing to Norman. So let's go take out some trainers. Might try to keep Anorith for the Sandstorm area because it won't take damage from the Sandstorm because it's Rock type. That would be nice. Good deal. Did survive that. We take my health back. Alright, well with the fire gym behind us, our next big threat is, of course, Winona's gym. I guess Twin Needle would have been fine against Meditite. It takes neutral damage from it. Well, I guess we'll skip a turn or two. Power. Or we'll get faked out. I guess that's fine as well. It'd be nice if our effect spore triggered a bit more. I think we've had like 2 trigger. Alright. Let's just keep Beedrill and Parasect up for this next fight. Twin Needle, the Barrel, Bullet Seed, the Geode. Good deal. Alright, let's swap Anorith up. On some more trainers. how much does the water gun do? We don't have a lot of special attack on Anorith, but that is enough that if we hit it with another one, it's at least going to go down. And we do outspeed it, so that's nice. If I can hit it with one more Fury Cutter, it'll go down. We have been sand attacked once, and it doesn't have full accuracy. But we got it. Excellent. Good job, Anorith. Now, Heracross is gonna chalk the next gym. He's super effective against Norman's gym, so we should be able to just go in and drop some pokes, which will be really nice. Nice. And our critical hit to boot. I think we have it powered up enough that we should be able to take the Sandshrew down with a single Fury Cutter, assuming we hit. And of course we don't. Excellent. And now that it's reset, it doesn't even freaking matter. One water gun, come on, thank you. Sandstorm is the worst. It's Sand Veil, that's the issue. Alright, let's go heal. We're gonna take on these other trainers. Let Beedrill take out the Meryl. Very nice. Oh. Just hand out some berries. You have a cherry berry. Okay. Let's spray Repel. 3 fights left. It is going to take a few more water guns to take down this Sand Slash. Very nice. one short, isn't it? You could almost see it coming. That it's going to be one short. Let's see if we can water gun Bullet Seed. Oops. Let's Fury Cutter Leech Life. Very nice. One more fight here in the desert. Quick attack. We'll go to Beedrill for the Nuzleaf. Alright, we get faked out. We're going to take a little bit more chip damage from the Sandstorm. And then we'll Tween and Needle him. Alright, let's get out of here. Go do the Trick House. Then make our way over to Petalburg for the Petalburg gym. Good deal. Alright, in we go. Super power. Took that side beam pretty well. 11 damage isn't bad. let's knock through some rocks with Parasect. Good deal. Easy peasy. Alright, now let's use Beedrill. On this last fight. Oh, almost got the Swablu. Alright, let's get out of here. Sure I can't get Sludge Bomb yet. Yeah, he's not there yet. What are we gonna do against this Swallow that we fight right off the bat? Can Anorith take it on, maybe? Might be asking a lot. The hardest thing we're gonna fight in here is this Swallow. That pretty well, but we missed the Rock Tomb twice. At least we hit the third one and took it out in a single Rock Tomb. Would have been nice if we would have just hit it earlier. Okay. Let's get some more of these pokes up to level 30. Good critical, Ninjask. Let's let Parasect try to take on this Zangoose. Whole lot of damage. The Seeker Power seems to be doing a bit more. We will eventually get Giga Drain for Parasect, so that'll help. We're gonna let Heracross destroy this Wigglytuff. Success. Wigglytuff successfully destroyed. Caddy's going to be facing Beedrill. Not the most amazing damage, but it's damage, I guess. We could have got a poison, that would have been good. And don't forget that Twin Needle does have a chance for us to poison. Which we have yet to do in this playthrough, actually. Even though it's like supposed to be a pretty good chance. I thought like 20% chance. But we hit twice. Hey, Alec. Bug only, G. Yeah, that's what it is. This is the team. Welcome to the channel, though. We've already ran through 53 other teams. Just Mew. Mew is only there for HMs. We are not actually using Mew. That hurts a bit, doesn't it? Mew as an HM Mule is diabolical. Well, we need to have one. It is a necessity. And that is per my rules that I set. So if you're interested in the rules that I use, you can type in !rules and you'll see the rules that we use for these playthroughs. We have used Mew on a team like as Mew. But that was on a Psychic playthrough, of course. Right. One fight left. You loved Emerald so much. It's pretty good. It's a really solid game. You know, stuff really gets interesting in Gen 4, though, when they do the type split for moves. But Emerald is where things start to really get good. Quick break. Very nice. We are not learning counter. No. This is not a Nuzlocke. This is not anything like that. We are using all the Pokemon for their types, and then we eliminate them from the pool. It really just allows us to feel out the different Pokemon, see which types are strong, and just you know, use a lot of those forgotten Pokemon. Here, I'll pop it in the chat here, but these are the rules that we use. So we just do this really casual. It lets us just feel out all the Pokemon for the types that they are, for the teams that they're on. And then we do that for all the Pokemon for the types. So we've already done this all the way through Gen 1. And we did this also for Crystal on Gen 2. And now we're doing it for Emerald. And we're, what, 50? This is playthrough 54 out of 73. And then we're going to do it again on Fire Red and Leaf Green before we move on to Gen 4. That is the plan. Norman fight. See if we can get a... Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. If you want to see any of the past playthroughs or episodes, everything is archived on my YouTube channel, which I think is linked somewhere on the channel. And if you want to see the Pokemon teams that we've used and who's still in the pool, this document here will let you see who we've used for the different teams and who's still available for us to use. Very nice, Ninjask. Vigoroth is coming out next. We're going to swap over to Heracross. Bulk up. Let's do a few more. Yeah, and we haven't had a single water type playthrough yet. It's just been avoiding us. So we still have 9 playthroughs to do on water type, and we have 18 playthroughs remaining. So half of our remaining playthroughs are all going to be on water type. Because it's all randomly decided. I don't have any choice on which teams are used, unless the only influence that I can have is through viewers, through channel point incentives. Otherwise, it is what it is, and I am at the whimsy of the RNG gods. Alright, we don't want to potentially let Slacking counter us, so we're going to bulk up on its actual turn, and then we'll hit it on the loafing turn. Very nice. Easy peasy. Gets us Facade. Blah, blah, blah. Give me Surf. Okay. Let's teach Facade to Beedrill in place of Fury Attack. And then let's teach Surf. So yeah, if you have any questions about how we've done stuff, or if you, you can see all the teams on that document that we've used already. If any of them look interesting, like I said, they're all on the YouTube channel, so you can go watch any of them. But yeah, we do Pokemon in the mornings, and we're just knocking through these playthroughs, hour at a time. And like I said, once we finish everything on Emerald, we will do the same on Fire Red and Leaf Green. And then we'll move on to Platinum, and then Heart Gold, Soul Silver, so on and so forth until I die from old age, because there's so many Pokemon and so many Pokemon games. Repel. Water's gonna be rough. It is. Watson's gonna be a real pain for us for all of those playthroughs. There's 3 water ground type Pokemon, which will give us some leeway to get past Watson. And I guess there is a couple water grass. Is there just one water grass? It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be tough. I completely agree. Actually, let's facade here. Oh, let's see. Cross my fingers for you, good sir. Thank you. Like I said, it's all up to the RNG god, so hopefully they'll be nice and at least split up the water ground types, not stick them all on the same team. These RNG. We also have several normal type Pokemon that are just junk that we need to use. We had to do a playthrough already with Azurill just as Azurill the entire time, which is the baby Marill form, because it's normal type and then it changes to water when it evolves. But we still have normal playthroughs that we had to do with just Swablu and never evolve it into Altaria, Eevee and never evolve it, Ditto, Smeargle. There's some other bad normal type Pokemon like Spinda, Togetic. It's gonna be a great time. It's okay. It's not amazing. It's not a good normal type. It's got an okay move pool. The thing is, we can't evolve into Togekiss yet. That doesn't happen until Gen 4. So we are stuck with it being a Togekiss. Yeah, good luck with Spinda. Thanks. If we can do it with Azurill, we can do it with Spinda. We teeter dance everything. Not that I really used Azurill at the end of the game, though. I think my best Pokemon on that team was Kecleon. Kind of carried us. Speed boost. Get it, Ninjask. But, Alec, the schedule for when I stream is posted on my channel, so you can see whenever we're going to be live and stuff, and you can hop in and talk Pokemon. I have a couple other regular viewers that also like to hop in and chat whenever they're not busy. So we talk Pokemon, we talk about good Pokemon, bad Pokemon, struggles that the team is going to face, and then we just, you know, knock through the games, knock through the playthroughs. Snorlax and Pidgeot are saving graces. Yeah, Snorlax is pretty good. Pidgeot's good. I think we still have Dodrio and Fearow on there as well. And there's some other good ones too, like, is it Zangoose? Zangoose is decent, I think. Tauros? I don't think we've used Tauros. Have we used Tauros? I don't even remember. I have to look at the list to see who's even available anymore. Again, I have no control who's on the team. Tauros has been used? Yeah, it's been a while, probably. The big thing is I have no input who's on the team, so it could lump the bad ones together, the good ones together. That's the biggest worry. Alright, we're going to take a slight detour. We're going to go get Sludge Bomb for Beedrill. Ditto is the weakest fully evolved Pokemon. Because we have to spend a whole turn transforming. It's not until like Gen 5 or something that it gets Imposter, where it transforms when it's sent out. We're skipping all these trainers because we don't want to get over-leveled for Winona. We can always fight them later. I know it's torture. It is. In fact, if you look in the dictionary under the definition for torture, you see use Ditto in Pokemon. Where am I going in here? You, sir. Sludge Bomb. Give me. No more Poison Sting. All the Granbull's like Togetic. Granbull's got a really good special or physical attack stats and physical stats just in general. So Granbull it can be pretty good. Togetic's like with it being special, you know, and it does so we won't get any stab. We have to just, you know, if we have to teach it special attacks in order to use it, and we still have to have a normal attack in there per my rules. So it all just depends. It's very just dependent. And I think Granbull gets Intimidate as well, so. You hate to deal with Murkrow and Yanma and flying. Yeah. And I think we did Yanma recently in flying. And did we do Murkrow as well? Probably. Yeah, we've been through so many teams. It's hard to remember who we've used and who we haven't until I roll them up at the end of each playthrough. Roll up the next one. It says it's not used, then we just used it recently on Bug then. See here. Yeah, we must have just used it recently on Bug. So Yamna is still in the pool. Murkrow is still in the pool. Delibird was a pain in the butt. We had to use that twice. So bad. Alright, let's swap Heracross up for this Magnemite. That wasn't Heracross, that was Beedrill. So many good flying mons. There are! Yeah, we still have Dodrio. We still have Skarmory. We have a lot of legendaries, and they're still Salamence. It'll be good. And then normal type, the ones I'm worried about are Ditto, Eevee, Smeargle, Swablu, Spinda. We still have a lot of good ones in there though too, so. And then we have all the water Pokemon, because we haven't done a single water playthrough yet. It is better in the later games, I agree. Let's go to status, and let's go Bug. Facade. I can put an Evilite on Swablu in Gen 4. There is no Evilite in Gen 3. That is not an item that exists yet. Yeah, not to like, you know, be like, you know, actually, but it just, I've looked into that because there's been Pokemon that I would have slapped it on if I had that ability, but it is not in this game yet. We will not learn Protect. Alright, we're gonna have a Ninjask face-off in this next fight. Sugar Power! Excellent. Easy peasy. Slash. Do we want to teach Slash right now? We'll keep Secret Power. We're gonna be getting rid of Secret Power soon for Aerial Ace. I've already used Pidgeot and Flying, so I sure have, but it's still available in the normal pool. No, I could use it in normal still, but I can't use it in Flying. Fight me! Oh, that woke up quick. Yeah, so anything that's dual typed, we will use it twice for both, you know, once for each type. And then there's some Pokemon, sounds like I had my work cut out for me, yeah. There's some Pokemon that we use a lot, like we've used Nincada several times, because we had Nincada go to Ninjask for Bug, Nincada to Ninjask for Flying, Nincada to Shedinja for Bug, Nincada to Shedinja for Ghost, and then Nincada staying in Nincada for Ground type. Same thing with like Onix. We had Onix that stayed an Onix for Rock type, but then we used Onix and evolved it to Steelix for Steel type, and then Onix and evolved it to Steel for Ground type. So it's all about, like, if it keeps the type or not. whether or not we evolve it. Ow! That headbutt really hurt. Let's hope you don't get all the Flying Legends on the same team. It would be nice if they would get split up, but I'm not going to complain if they all get on the same team because it would make the other teams a little bit more interesting. Let's use Anorith and we'll do Heracross for this double battle. Take out the Swallow! Nice. Excellent. Really doesn't matter what Anorith does. I think Heracross will take out this Goldeen, no problem. We'll keep Anorith up to start this fight. Missed, excellent. Twice. Third time was the charm, as always. Sludge Bomb! Yeah, the biggest thing that this team is going to focus or struggle with is Skarmories. This team is going to have a hard time with all the Skarmories we face. And we have a few coming up. And it's just going to be a great time. Let's swap you second. Let's put Beedrill up front. Actually, no, let's put Ninjask up front. And each team, of course, is going to struggle with something. And that's the fun of trying to figure out how to get past those challenges. Like, I was really worried this morning on how we were going to get past Flannery with this team. And I thought Flannery was just going to dunk us with overheats. But we were able to set up a bunch of bulk ups on her Slugma with Heracross, and then Heracross swept, which was awesome. We also have 2 Pokemon on this team that are ×4 weak to Winona, which is going to be great. And by great, I mean not. Hate Swagger. Excellent. Did you wake up early every day to raise your Pokemon from cocoons? I sure did, Krishinabon. Just like a good samurai. How you doing today? You missed the Flannery fight. Whoa, and the Norman fight. How do those go? We actually did really well on the Flannery fight. I was very happy. We were able to set up a bunch of bulk ups with Heracross on her Slugma, and then we swept through her 2 big Pokemon, the Camelrupt and the Torkoal. Norman was not an issue. Heracross knows Brick Break and bulk up. We took down the Spinda with Ninjask, and then Heracross came out and took out everything else with Brick Break. So yeah, they went pretty good. I was really worried about Flannery, so I was very happy that that fight went well. Yeah, we're getting some good moves. Of course, we have another challenge that we'll be facing tomorrow with Winona. We have 2 Pokemon on this team that are ×4 weak to Winona. So that's going to be great. Actually, let's start with Parasect. But if we can get past Winona, we shouldn't face a whole lot of other issues until we get to the Elite Four. Well, of course, Tate and Liza always provide issues for no matter the team. But really, the Elite Four. Bullet Seed. One short from taking it out. Oh, and of course you critical on that first one. Flannery's another gym that poses a problem for quite a lot of teams. Even if they aren't weak to File, she has some really strong Pokemon on her team, not including Slugma. That's the gimme Pokemon. You are correct. Yeah, Overheat, especially with Sunny Day up, it really hurts no matter who you're using. Oh, okay, well I guess we're not going to put it to sleep because we just paralyzed it. Good critical there. That'll put us back to full health, won't it? Oh, yeah. Good job, Parasect. Oh, we're so close. And now we're swaggered, of course. We're going to swap. I ain't going to deal with a swagger. Sunny Day plus Overheat equals, yeah, that is correct. Alright. Well, this is where we are going to end our episode for today. We do hope you all enjoyed the episode. We will be back tomorrow with double episodes of Pokemon. So we'll do our back-to-back episodes tomorrow. There will be no stream on Friday. It is a holiday, and I will be out of town. So we do hope you all enjoyed the episodes today. We'll see you all next time. Take care, everybody.